It's one thing to lose to the Miami Heat. It's another thing to lose to the Miami Heat and the refs. But we're going to get to that. Salute to Knicks Nation. Tuesday night Knicks. CP and J. Ellis in here. This is Knicks Postgame Live. Number one show for the fans by the fans.
Oh, God.
We had victory snatched out of our hands, J. Ellis. Knicks go into Miami to 305 on the second of a home and home. Despite a slow start, they get right back in it. Started by Elfrid Payton, but most importantly by the new acquisition, Derrick Rose, leading the second unit with IQ. Nerlens Noel gets OB activated, and we're right back in this game. The defense was on point. We scrapped and scrapped and scrapped. But in the end, man, in crunch time, we just could not execute once again. Just like the last game, JLs, we are looking for answers of who's going to close this game and how we're going to execute down the stretch. And we had our chance. We put the ball in RJ's hands. He went to his go-to move. Dominant hand. Left, had the lane. Had the layup. And it just rims out. Knicks lose 98-96 to the Miami Heat. Tough. This was the most frustrating loss of the season for me, man. I don't know about you guys in the chat. I don't know about you, JLs, but this one has me vexed tonight.
Oh,
give me some thoughts, man. Give me some thoughts.
So bad. All right. I'm gonna just start off by saying this. I'm gonna start off with some good. All right, because I'm tight. I need some good energy. I'm gonna start off with some good. The Derrick Rose IQ backcourt looked really good.
It was lethal. It was potent. It was potent tonight, J. Ellis.
It was potent, right? What I liked about it, CP, was the way those two were being used, and it's only their first game together. My trepidation with the pickup was having IQ being securely a two guard, right? And his minutes being cut. They were able to do some things where they had both of them playing. They had him at IQ at the one a few times and slipping at the two a few times. So the way he was being used is the way that I thought he should be used. So I was pretty pleased to see how he was being used. And I'll say that. And it's only their first game together. I don't expect Derrick Rose to shoot that well from three all the time. I think they were.
And did you see the step back, JLs? D Rose was watching the show. You and Ashley was clowning him. Y'all came at me 2-on-1 like y'all usually do. I told you wait and see. My man was in his bag. 2 3-pointers, step back game. Come on, man. D Rose is in his bag tonight, man.
Yeah, D Rose definitely in his bag tonight. 10 points in 10 minutes in the second quarter. Did his thing. Love the way the second unit played together. Also, the wrinkle of Alec Burks with that first unit. I feel like Alec Burks is looking to pass a little bit more than usual today.
Yeah.
And I feel like just the ball just moved around with that second unit, and I really loved how they gelled together in that second quarter, and they gave us a shot and all. Really loved that for sure. Going forward, those two going together, I feel like when the chemistry gets even better, it could be something to look at. So I'm really glad how that turned out. No practice, straight off the plane, looked great. When it got to the second quarter, though, the third quarter, though, I thought we had a CP. I thought we had it. Our first unit, they picked it up. Elfrid Payton finished the game with 18 points, and he seemed like he knew that Derrick Rose and IQ was behind him, and he had something to prove.
He turned it up. He turned it up.
Yeah. He turned it up. And the defense for the Knicks held together, like you said. The scoring came together, like you said, and it seemed like we were going to run away with it. But these damn refs from the foul on Julius Randle, where Bam Adebayo hooked him, took me all the way out of my zone, CP, and then for Tom to challenge the call and them to still
lost it, man.
Still giving the foul after we saw Bam grab Julius' legs to cause him to fall. They still gave him the foul. It pissed me off. That plus when Julius Randle got the tech because the ball went off
of Bam's leg. It went off of Bam's foot.
They missed the tech, but they get the ball back. Like
the ball don't lie, like she said, bro.
Like we got beat by the refs and the Heat tonight, man.
It's tough. It's tough, man, when you're going up against a tough defense like this who's defended us well once again and really set the tone early with their defense. The referees were just stumbling and bumbling all over the place, bro. I mean, The free throw discrepancy tonight was 16 for the Knicks and 39 for the Miami Heat, Jails. Like I said, I'm not one to look at the referees as part of the reason why you lose. And like I said, RJ still had a good look to tie it.
Right.
16 to 39, bro. Jimmy Butler and Bam were on their best Houdini act.
Yeah,
these
man.
Referees, man. The trickery was just ridiculous. In the end, when Julius misses that 2, we're down by 1. Mitch gets the rebound. He gets mauled by Kelly Olynyk, bro.
Oh,
Absolutely mauled by Kelly Olynyk. No call, and then they call it on Julius on the foul on Iguodala.
I was losing my mind. And after all that, we still had a chance to win it. We're still in the game. We're still in the game after all that, CP. I will say this, though. End of the game situation, CP, we're still looking for answers.
Still looking for answers, bro.
You can see the coach kind of, the wheels are turning. This is the second time in a row where he sat RJ in the last few minutes to get Julius Randle some space with some shooters. It hasn't really worked out, except for like one play when Emmanuel quickly hit the floater.
Yeah.
We're still trying to find answers for shooters. To the coach's point, though, it was a good play. Good play call. You know, at the end of the timeout to get an overtime win. RJ, you know, got him to his dominant hand.
He had it, bro.
Coach made the adjustment. It's up to our guys to make the shot at this point, and they missed the shot, and that's all she wrote. It was a good shot. It happens like that sometimes. Your rim's out. It hurt. It is what it is. We lost the game, but
yeah. I feel you, bro. I think, you know, that's the next step for this team. Again, if they're going to make the playoffs, if they're going to prove that they're a top 8 team, then they got to figure out where they're going to go in crunch time and how they're going to close. We've seen this now where Tibbs, second game in a row now, he sat RJ in favor of Burks, had Quickly in there at a stretch. And so we're going to have to see how that plays out. I thought, you know, as much as Peyton gave you in the beginning of the game for the most part, at 2:24, when Julius kicks it to him for a wide open 3, and they're down by 1 point. And Julius kicks it to him for the 3. You got to hit that. It was a wide open corner 3, bro.
Yeah, that's why he got taken out the game after that.
That's why he got taken out the game for Quickly. So those are the type of adjustments that Tibbs is going to have to make in crunch time. You might want to see Rose, IQ, RJ, Julius, Mitch.
Right.
Or you may not even go with RJ if you need a bucket. You may have to go Burks. But Rose is going to have to close out there because he's going to have to take the pressure off of Julius. You know, Julius isn't ready for that yet. He's not ready for it.
Julius for me is like 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? 3.5 quarter guy.
Listen, Bam is a good defender, right? Can't take nothing from him. But you know, we gotta have extra security out there, another option out there if we're gonna close in isolation.
Exactly. We need like a real playmaker. Even RJ, man. Like I feel like I've seen some RJ closing last season. I'm more comfortable with Rose, IQ, RJ, any one of those 3 closing at the end. I'd rather that than Julius. Julius carry us for the whole game. 3.5 quarters. One of those 3 take us home. And I think we should be doing that going forward.
Because at least with Rose, you know he's going to break down the defense and he'll either make the shot attempt or get that collapse enough where he could get it to a Burks or Quickly, you know what I'm saying, somebody on the outside and maybe get us a shot.
Exactly. And Quickly has already shown that, you know, he can score in the fourth quarter. He's done it a few times. I think I mentioned it a few times. Number 18 in the league in fourth quarter scoring, at least as last week. I'm not sure what our number is right now. So I feel like he can get the job done as well if put in certain situations. And that floater showed you.
Floater was clutching in the fourth quarter, man. So something to work on. As the next step for this team who has playoff aspirations, going to have to figure out how to close. That's just the point blank period. But you know, once again, the free throw disparity, bro, 16 to 39. Referees miss calls all night. All night. How about this? Bam, 0 fouls. 0 fouls for Bam.
Serious.
Who's battling? He's battling with Julius in the paint. You want to tell me we can't get 1 call, bro?
Not a damn foul,
One
CP.
call.
I don't understand. These refs are paid off tonight.
Bam
Man.
had
The
zero
refs definitely had the
fouls.
spread going tonight, CP.
Are we serious? Bam had 0 fouls, bro. Zero
Nothing
fouls.
to hope. I refuse. Like, and we were in this game, CP. We beat them up in the paint. We beat them up in the, and that's how we did it. We really beat them up in the paint.
We were at our average, 36 points in the paint.
Yeah, beat up in the paint and 20-second chest points.
Yeah,
in general.
Yeah.
So we were in this game.
We thugged it out. We thugged it out, man. It was a hard fought game, man. That's why we had to take this W, man, and we just fell short. It was a hard fought game. I thought once again, Noel's defense was on point tonight. Nerlens' defense was on point tonight for that second unit. That was good to see. And like I said, with Rose, I felt like he just made the game easier for everybody, including IQ. And even though IQ didn't shoot the ball well tonight, I think just having him play off ball at times, you know what I mean, to get him some hockey assists, get him some shooting opportunities, as another outlet for Rose as well. Put Burks on the other side. You saw the pick and roll with Obi. I popped some champagne after that, man. Finally, a guard not named Quickly can get it to Obi in a pick and roll. You know what I mean? And that's where also you look at Austin Rivers' minutes all this time, and it was just wasted production. There was no production.
Yeah, and we said it before in this program, man. It's whenever Austin Rivers has gotten hot, it seems like it was to the detriment of the flow of the offense. Yeah. And that's the problem with Austin Rivers. It's like when he's going, it's because he's going one-on-one, ISO, dribble three, and there's nothing in the flow. The other team never really gets into rhythm.
Facts.
And it makes it like a feast or famine thing with the Knicks offense. So it's going to be interesting to see. You know, there's been trade rumors of Austin Rivers. There's people are seem like it might be grand opening, grand closing.
Whatever. All right, man. We'll see what happens, man.